And good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to the channel today. Hitchhiking Yeti here. It's good to be back in Wilmington, North Carolina, and I have made my way down here to Fort Fisher today just to get out and enjoy a little bit of this blue Carolina sky, this nice warm weather. A little brisk today with the breeze, but all in all it's about 70 degrees. It feels amazing. It's a good day to get outside and get some precious vitamin D. And we're going to do a little walk around, and I want to show you around Fort Fisher a little bit and show you some of my favorite areas to walk to, and I'm going to show you my secret spot today. And when I say secret, it's pretty secret. It's about like Bruce Wayne's Bat Cave, and it looks like it too. So let's go for a little walk, and I'm inviting you guys to come with me on this little journey today. Let's do this. So as I walk down the path from the parking lot way, we have a little beach area I thought I would show you. And this here is the beach area. Got to be careful, you know, they got all these rocks up here, and they really, I don't think they like people to use this beach. But in the summertime you'll have quite a few people out here fishing, and you know, sunbathing is about all this beach is really good for. There's a lot of underwater hazards. As you can see, all this rock down through here, there's still quite a bit of it. I used to surf this area quite a bit many years ago. This was referred to as the Cove, and this was really a good surf spot, man. You had this peak over here back then, and the waves would just kind of break around, and it was a pretty good set. As you can see, there is like one person out there surfing today, which I don't know how he does. I hope he's got a wetsuit on, because it's pretty brisk. This is in March, so it's still, the water's pretty cold. In the summertime it's great because our water temperature here in Carolina Beach and Fort Fisher area, we get up around the low 80s, so it's quite comfortable to come out here and catch some waves, things like that. So we're going to move on. I'm going to show you some more. I just want to show you this area for sure, because you can from time to time find some pretty good seashells out here if you get up early in the morning and you beat other people here. And of course it needs to be low tide. So all right then, let's move on to the next spot. So yeah, I just wanted to get over here and show you another view of these trees. I think it's really cool, but I just remembered that this area that we're looking at, pretty much from this angle, there was a movie film down here back in the early 90s, about 93, 94, maybe more toward the mid 90s, and it was called The Inkwell. And it was a low budget film, but it was pretty cool because I was actually down here the day they was filming. And it has some pretty big names in it. I don't know if you remember Lorenz Tate, Morris Chestnut was in it, and Jada Pinkett Smith was also in it. So it was kind of cool to see all those actors down there and just see them work their craft, you know, and get to watch them do a scene. So it was kind of neat. But this was the actual beach that they called the Inkwell in the movie. It was like a sacred beach. Hello there, seagulls. They're just hanging out. I love seagulls. I just think they got the coolest life. They get to live at the beach year round. So right here is the beach out. I was on these rocks shooting, just kind of showing you the beach area. So I do want you to look at these trees down here, because I think these trees are pretty cool. I mean, they are wild. They look like they're very like they've taken wind so much over the years from storms, and there's always like a good sea breeze out here most of the time. Not so much in the morning, but even in the summertime when it's calm in the morning, as the daytime heating happens, you always get a sea breeze. And who knows, man, maybe that has something to do with the way these trees are growing and how they kind of lean. And but they're awesome trees. I used to love coming out here and climbing these trees when I was a kid. I had so much fun out here. It was always a good time. So now we're walking through the tree area. You can really get a good idea of what I'm talking about, of how they're growing. And the shape of everything is a little bit different than anywhere else I've ever been to. But it is it's really cool. I really like coming down here late in the evening when the sun's setting back over this way to the west. You can get some really good photo shots down here with these trees and the sunlight coming through them. It really looks awesome. All right guys, come here. we're about to take a walk into my secret spot. This is like super secret. Like, if you know this spot, it's like knowing Bruce Wayne's Batcave entrance. So here we go. You see all this greenery and spriggles. This is the entrance to the secret spot. This is so crazy. We're going to go through here. Yep. We are down in the bushes. And it's a little bit more growed up than normal. But it still opens up when you get to the inside because all these crazy trees, right? You know, I mean, look at this. You're like totally protected. Check out that. Somebody put a seashell there. So now you know my secret spot. It's Fort Fisher. You can come in here and get out of the sun for a minute. Who knows? Whatever. It used to be a little bit more open up. I'll be honest with you, I ain't been back here in quite a few years. You know, I gotta act responsible most of the time. And yeah, so you don't want to be just walking around. But it has grown up some because this area here was really not that bad a few years ago, last time I come in here. But ever since I was a kid, I would find my way into the secret spot, which is not really a secret spot, because if it was that secret, you wouldn't have all these trails back here, right? Because I ain't cutting these trails and making all this happen. Okay, let's go back outside. I'm gonna walk up another little piece of the beach here and show you these condos, and let you check out these sandbags that protect the condos from all the waves. These condos, this Carolina blue color, these things, I don't know what they're going to do about these places, because one of these days the ocean might win. And I'm going to show you exactly why I say this and what I'm talking about. Alright everyone, here we are. I've made it up to the condominium area. I'll show you the sandbags and show you why I worry about these condos. So as you walk along the beach here, you can see these sandbags are the only thing protecting these condos from the Atlantic Ocean. And it seems like every so many years I come out here and it just looks a little bit worse. And I mean, these sandbags are taking the brunt of everything. These storms, nor'easters in the wintertime. I mean, these things are massive. And this building really does look somewhat condemned now. Don't know if it is, but it's looking that way. I guess that's a swimming pool area up there, but it won't be long. I mean, the ocean is winning the battle. So we're down here at these rocks. These rocks are pretty wild. I was just talking to a local who actually, he's a real estate broker in this area, and he told me the name of these rocks are called Coquina, and they're really, really old. And he said he can't remember how old they are, but they're just super old. A lot of people come out here and photos with them and stuff. Right now, probably not the best time because there's so much sand washed over them. But he said it's really pretty out here at certain times because you don't have all this sand on them. They get this green moss really thickly grown all over them. And he said they were just really, really pretty. So this is pretty neat. I have never been down here and actually got this close to them before. I always see them from a distance. But I thought today, heck, I got time. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna share them with, share it with you good people. All right, guys. When I was on my way back, I happened to run across something I want to show you. and kind of warn you if you are at the beach and you ever see anything like this before, do not touch it, okay? Here we go. Let's look at it. This is what you call a very small, but that is a Portuguese Man of War. You do not want to ever touch that. Even if it's dead, do not touch it. That thing right there, if it ever hits your skin, you will scream bloody murder. It is extremely poisonous and it will hurt bad. I kind of moved him where you can see him a little bit more, but what happens is you have these tentacles right here. It's like a jellyfish, and those things there hit you. It is a horrible pain. And then this bubble part is actually what they call, it's like a sail. So when they come in on the ocean, that part's actually floating out of the water most of the time, or just above waterline. So if you're ever in the water and you're able to see it, which they're really hard to see out in the water because the water's blue and they're blue. So you always want to be careful. If you see that, like, get away from it quickly, because the problem is, don't get close to it because the tentacles are really long. They can be like feet long, 3-4 feet long or something. So you don't know which way they're drifting. They don't really swim. They kind of go with wind current. And that's what happened to this one. He got, you know, the current just brought him up on the shore here, and he perished. But if you ever see anything like that, please stay away from it. That's just a little service announcement from the Hitchhiking Yeti to you. So I was on my way back and I found some more Man of Wars, Portuguese Man of Wars. Right here's one, and my wife wanted to see one, so I had to bring her down here and let her check it out. But right here's another one. This one here is a little bit bigger. He's got a pretty good sized sail on him. I always like the colors of them, but I know they're you ain't nothing you want to handle. And then there's one. This one over here he's pretty big. Let's check this one out. Look at that. Yeah, those are bad. Look, they're in my secret spot. That's just messed up. So I come from that direction. We're going to walk across the street now, but before I go across the street, I want to show you one more place where a little movie magic happened here at Fort Fisher. And that was this area right here. You see this picket fence area? And then it was somewhere, it was either in this spot or on the other side of that fence. Way back in the day, there was a really popular Julia Roberts movie called Sleeping with the Enemy. And in the movie, she ends up faking her death to get away from her crazy husband because he would beat her and mean to her and everything. And when she fakes her death, this is actually the area where they bury her at. They had like a makeshift cemetery up here. Little movie magic going on. But this is where they did her burial site for the movie. And I always remember that. You know, it was really cool. And that was filmed right here in Wilmington. But more specifically, the burial scene was right here in this area somewhere. Can't remember exactly, but it was either right here or just across the fence line. It's been a while since I've seen it. But I just want to drop that knowledge on you real quick. If you're a fan of Julia Roberts, you ever seen that movie, now you know. So here's the pathway. As you can see, there's the rocks here at Fort Fisher. We're going to go through these awesome trees and follow this path across the street. And that is the Fort Fisher building. And we're going to actually go behind that building and where we can see the Cape Fear River. And there's a lot of beautiful little sceneries over there that we can go check out. So let's move it on. All right, guys, so we started up there at that building. We walked down the trail along this swampy edge area down to the Cape Fear River. And they have a nice little wooden structure path that goes all the way down through there. And it kind of wraps around the old fort area here. And it's really, really nice out here. I mean, look at that view. And if you look across, we can zoom in. That is Sunny Point. Here we can check out Get a good view of everything up here. So the beach is back that way, off to our east. We walk this trail, we kind of come around. Now you can really see a good shot of the Cape Fear River. And right there is Sunny Point in the middle. There's like a armed forces area of unloading, offloading ships. Yeah, just check out how beautiful it is out here. It's gorgeous. And at this point in time, we're looking back toward like Southport, Oak Island, which is across the Cape Fear River from Pleasure Island. And they actually have a ferry that you can get on just south of where we are right here at the end of 421. And you can board a ferry, and it will take you and your vehicle across the Cape Fear River to go see the sights and sounds of Southport and Oak Island area. It's very nice over there too. And in the future, I do look forward to doing a video about downtown Southport. All right, friends, so we was up there on that little overlook on the top of the fort, and they got a nice little walkway I wanted to show off here that they've built here in recent years. And what a great place in the evening to come take pictures and things of that nature. And as you can see, the sun is just right up there, so when the sun goes down, it's going to go down right there in that area. And it is just gorgeous out here right before sundown. A nice orange pitch in the sky as the last light starts to go away. And you got just this beautiful area over here. It's always got plenty of shade. It's just a great place to come take pictures and just relax and have a little walk. They got benches every so little bit, you know, that you can come and just sit down. Maybe bring you a drink, read you a book. It's very, very nice out here. And I just love these trees. I mean, look at this thing. It is awesome. Alright guys, that will pretty much do it for me. I had a great day today out at Fort Fisher, walking around. I hope you enjoyed some of the little nuggets I showed you about this area. It is a really fun place to come on vacation and visit, as my wife gets in my shot. Do you see that? But that being said, this will conclude my video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like today's content and you'd like to see more, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you guys in my next adventure.